you guys for tuning in to Kickin' with Tyree. I have my guest there. You can introduce.
Yeah, I'm Denny Lanez, born and raised in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Shout out to Tyree for having me.
And thank you for coming through. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing well, man. How are you?
Pretty good. I always start with this one question. How did you get started with music?
I'm 21 now. I've been writing since I was 9 years old. I wrote my first song when I was 15, and that's when I recorded it. It wasn't done like great, whatever, you know, everyone starts off like trash. It was in my friend's house. He had a little home studio set up, whatever. But my love for music began when I was growing up. My mother would play like, you know, Billy Joe Royal, The Temptations, stuff like that, you know, to fall asleep to it, you know what I mean? And so I was around music at a young age, a lot of old school, like Motown type of things. And then when I became myself, you know, at like 9, 10, 11, started listening to the radio more. I found rap, and then I play a lot of video games like Xbox. I see there's an Xbox right behind me. So 50 Cent had a video game, 50 Cent Bulletproof, you know, for PS2. I played a lot of that, and that's when I found 50 Cent. He became my favorite rapper at the time. And then Get Rich or Die Trying came out, and that's when I was like full-fledged, like, oh, this is hard. I want to do it too, you know what I mean? So that's where it all began. Yeah.
What would you say what was the name of your first song you did?
Oh man, it was I think it was called oh god, I think it was called Ace of Spades. I don't know. It had nothing to do with the card or nothing, you know. I think it was just like, because like when you're young, you don't know much about how to start, where to begin. You kind of just do it, you know what I mean? So I think a lot of the beats I was rapping on was like remixes and other people's beats, radio beats. Because at the time, that was before YouTube was kind of like YouTube. So it's not like you can just go up and like find what you want to look for nowadays. So yeah, it was just like remixes, whatever, you know what I mean? Yeah.
What would you say your top inspirations are in music?
Okay, my top inspirations, my favorite rapper of all time is Lil Wayne, so that's number 1. 50 Cent, as I mentioned. People sleep on Ludacris. Number 3. He's hard. I'll throw someone that's nice now, which is Kendrick. And last but not least, Andre 3000. So, I mean, as you see across the board, you know, people that have stuff to talk about. You know, I'm inspired by storytelling, lyricism. If you're able to move to people, that's what I'm with.
You just performed, opened up for Eminem.
Yeah.
I still don't know how to pronounce your name. You're gonna have to send me the correct pronunciation.
Yeah.
But how was that? I saw an article that said that you actually got it more lit than he did. So
yeah. I seen that too. It was like I mean, I said this on stage. Like I've performed everywhere. Like, you know what I mean, like other countries even. But that right there was my favorite show that I've ever done. That is like, it was more than just like the crowd like acceptance of me. It was just the energy. There was no fights. There was nothing negative going on. It was just flawless across the board. What killed me was I couldn't go longer. That's what killed me, man. So when it was my time to wrap it up, it killed me. But you know, it was awesome. Definitely next year.
Got a headliner next year.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Definitely. What is kind of your creative process like with music?
It usually starts off, I like writing to a beat. I don't really write a lot of acapellas. I find it hard too because, you know, because I like to have a certain cadence. So when I'm given a beat or whatever, I like to base what I'm gonna say, how I'm gonna say it, off of the beat. You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard to just write a verse without hearing what you're writing to. So it first begins with the chorus, and sometimes I like to just, you know, push myself, what I haven't talked about before, or something that's going on now. It all starts there, you know what I mean? Just pushing myself every day. Yeah, that's pretty much the creative process, man. There's not much like in-depth to it. I just, whatever inspires me, that's what I go for, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You said you've travel across the world
Yeah.
performing. Other than Summerfest, what was your favorite place you performed?
Oh man, it'd probably be France, because what blew me away was, well, first I didn't know there was any like black people in France. So there's people that look just like me, that look like you, but they speak French. You know what I mean, so it just blew me away. I was like, what? You know what I mean? But so it would be France for sure, because you can go up on stage, you can sing an English song or American song, and they'll bop to it. They'll even sing with you or whatever. So it's just amazing how music and how American culture, in particular, like really impacts the world, man. Like, American culture really impacts everyone. Like the brands, the shoes, the style. You can tell a lot of people adopt what's going on here. So I keep that in mind as well. Like there's, we're impactful, man, and I think America takes that for granted. So
Yeah.
I would say France for sure, man.
You said you play a lot of video games.
Yeah.
Do you still play a lot of video games?
Oh, every day.
What are your top video games?
My favorite video game of all time, just because of its story, is Red Dead Redemption.
That Red Dead Redemption
Flawless.
is coming out.
Red Dead Redemption 2, yes, it is coming out. It is. Oh God, I'm on that. Just because of the story, flawless game. I'm not really a big Call of Duty guy anymore. I kind of stopped playing Call of Duty after Modern Warfare 3. So I'm on Battlefield now, PUBG. I don't like Fortnite. I like PUBG better. I like, and right now Rainbow Six Siege. That's what I'm on. I play that every day. Rainbow Six Siege. Those are my top 4 right now. And Madden, of course, 2K. But I like shooting games, man.
I feel you. I never really got into shooting games.
Really?
Only because I feel like only shooting game I really got was GTA. My mom would never get like the Modern Warfare, none of that. She just get GTA, Madden, 2K.
Yeah.
I play like, I had Nintendo like GameCube, so I play a lot of like Mario Bros shit,
Nice.
fucking different stuff. I always had the install games, so like I'd be playing install games. My brother would not let me play the other games at first until I was like, nah, I gotta get my own system this time. Like,
I feel you, man.
that one Christmas, I was like, can I have my own system so I ain't got to share?
Oh man, I didn't know you were into it either, man. I didn't know. I had no idea. But that's fire.
Definitely. You just came out the album or EP this year called For You.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Okay, for sure. Well, the title For You just stems from me trying to give back to the people that's been supporting me and whatever. Just songs that I've put together, almost like a playlist of my favorite stuff that I've done that hasn't been heard yet, and just giving it to the people. That's why I called it For You, because that's who it was for. It wasn't done in a span of time. It was just songs that I liked personally that I wanted people to hear. So I just put them all together and just made it happen, man.
Was some of the music kind of spread out? You did it kind of possibly like a year ago and then came together?
Sort of, yeah, sort of. There's some songs on there that definitely were older, to me at least, older. But for the most part, it was done within the year of 2018. They've just been collecting dust, like recorded all over the place. Some were recorded here, some in New York, LA, just all over the place, man. And I just wanted to put it together and give it back to the people, man.
And it seemed you are affiliated with Prime Keys Records.
Platinum Keys.
Platinum Keys.
Yeah.
I said Prime Keys. Sorry, had to cut that out. We're going to start that question all over.
I like that.
You're affiliated with Platinum Keys Records.
Mm-hmm.
How did you get in touch with them, and how did they reach out to you?
It began like 2 years ago, almost 3. Somebody, like a mutual friend that I knew from here, was in touch with Platinum Keys. This guy named Khalil, and they were like, "Hey, they like your song, The Oath. They want to bring you to New York and talk to you." So that's what they did. And all it was a studio session, and I came in. Everyone was in there, a bunch of people, and we didn't really talk throughout the day or throughout the night. We just kind of just chilled in that studio and I recorded stuff. So they were just like, hey, whatever you got, you know what I mean? And I always came prepared. You know, they're like, whatever you got, just go in there and do it. So I recorded 2 songs. One of them was Comfort, and the other one was called Dangerous. That was off my other mixtape. But I went in there and recorded those 2 songs, and they were like, yo, you're no joke. And the rest is history, pretty much, man. That was like 2 years ago.
How did that? You said was it kind of just like the change for you? Did you see things just like coming through?
Yeah, definitely a change as far as structure. Now that you're underneath an umbrella that has structure, you're able to, navigate a little bit more differently. As before meeting them prior, when you're just like, oh, I want to record this today, I want to shoot this video today, and I'm going to try to put it out, I'm going to try to do this. But now there's a structure, like, okay, on this day you'll do this, next week you'll do this, and now you can follow this formula, and it's more, easier on my part, you know, now that there's people.
You just sit back and do music. And
yep, there you go, pretty much. I can just do what I do best, and there's a staff of people that will, do the rest, so to speak, you know what I mean?
Pretty dope. How has kind of being in New York, being around the world, kind of sculpted your music?
Man, it definitely opened my eyes as far as not being in a box here, because when you're here in Milwaukee your whole life, and all I knew was this town, the people. So I was just basing my stories or, my points of views off my life here. So now that when you're somewhere else, going everywhere else, you can open your eyes and see people, that live in shacks. There's people that are in France, for instance, where everything's so clean, no one litters, there's like a station where you're meant to put your recyclables.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like stuff like that, how other people live and how you used to live or whatever. It just opens your eyes to a whole new, way of life, man. So definitely it helped with my storytelling and points of view, for sure.
What are some of your goals with music?
For sure, I was fortunate enough to already, be on the radio, travel overseas. So it's like I'm already hitting these small peaks and small goals that I've set for myself years ago. So it's almost like I almost don't want to set a goal anymore, because you become so focused on hitting the goal that when you hit the goal, then you're like, oh, now what? Now what do I do? You know what I mean? So it's like I always like to not set goals. I like to just take it day by day and just do the best that I know I can do, and whatever I achieve during that, this is what I achieve. You know what I mean? So no goals for me, man. Yeah.
We always have a couple random questions on here. What are your top 3 favorite movies?
Top 3 favorite movies: Wolf of Wall Street, Book of Eli, American Gangster.
All 3 good movies.
Yeah. Great film.
Wolf of Wall Street, I can watch that movie. You gotta have time to watch it.
Yeah.
But it's a great movie.
It is.
He deserved the Oscar off that movie alone.
Great.
Yeah, definitely.
Great. And honorable mention, The Revenant was hot too. I like The Revenant.
For some reason, I never got through that movie, the entire thing.
Really?
Only reason I watched it like close to it. I always tried to watch it at night. That's what killed me. It'd be like 1 in the morning. I'd be like, I'm about to just watch The Revenant. Get like to where he's climbing with the bear on his back.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, damn, this is a long 30 minutes.
Movie's fire.
And then I'm like, fall asleep, wake up, the movie done. I'd be like, it's like the credits. I'm like, damn.
Fire. It's fire.
I'm gonna have to watch the whole thing. I'm gonna have to watch it like 3 p.m. broad daylight. Cause that's why I normally like watch movies. I don't have like that much time during the day with like school, work.
Yeah.
Just after all that stuff, it's like I get off at 11 o'clock. I got time to watch something or do something then.
Yeah.
But most of the time you're tired after that. But like, gotta have that hour and a half movie.
I feel you.
I'm gonna have to check it out. It's another question I had was, what is to come for you for the rest of 2018?
Excuse me. Definitely more performances. I have a few lined up in September for University of Madison and lacrosse and Stevens Point. So I got some college shows coming up. That'll take me into December. And my birthday's on Halloween, so I'm hopefully to have something, around that time.
You can do Madison.
Yeah. I was thinking of that, so I might just head back to Madison for that. We'll work on that. But yeah, for the rest of 2018, I'll just be performing, man, and doing more shows. Obviously, staying recording and staying busy that way. But just performances for sure, getting in front of the people, because I have a lot of music, enough music, so I just gotta get in front of the people. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Definitely, performances are. I feel like that's key. Like getting to college.
Yeah, definitely.
The college kids to listen to your music. That's a big market.
Oh yeah, for sure.
From Madison, I feel like hit up DJ Mondo.
Mondo, yeah,
he
know him.
Definitely is a plug out there.
Yeah, for
they
sure.
love DJ Mondo in the Madison area, so
yeah,
I feel like
sure.
he'll definitely be able to help you out. Just to close out, I want to thank you for coming out.
Oh no, thank you, dude.
Thank you for coming through. Thank you to Johnny Johns. He in the other area. Thank you to Kickin. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Yeah.
Denny Lanez.
Yeah. Appreciate you, man.
Peace.
I appreciate you. Everybody check this out. He's a real cool dude. I appreciate you, brother.
No problem, man.
This the way that I bop, I just mind with my friends. Do my job, drop my top, she a fiend for the grind. They gon' watch, let them watch, I'ma still do my dance. Just some thumbing through the bands, bitch the power in my hands. I get to the bag, then I divide it. Get to the bag, then I divide it. I get to the bag, and then I divide it. Get to the bag, then I divide it. Yeah. Get to the first off, I'm back on it. Driveway, got a back on it. Tax on it if they need a verse. My staff on it cause I need to work. I'ma laugh at them cause I seen the first. Need a bag ready, plus I need